Whenever I uninstall a game or whenever anybody uninstalls a game, you expect the developers to, actually care and be like, you know what, since, a large portion of the community is actually uninstalling our game, we should actually change our ways for the better. Even though we don't care about some of these players, even though we don't care about these Western players, we should still try our best to make sure that this game can pretty much satisfy the player base. This game can satisfy our customers. But that's just not the case. Uninstalling HSR is one of the greatest decisions I've ever made in 2025, and I think the same applies to everybody. I think you guys can all agree that this was the best decision you made in 2025 because we just got some more info on the next character, Hyacinth, in version 3.3. Now, once again, guys, I hate talking about leaks, but when it comes to HSR, I don't give a fuck anymore. When it comes to this game, I literally don't care because now the future for this game, I already know what the future is like for this game. We already know what's going to happen. If the developers have the balls to put global passes into the game, what makes you guys think that they're not going to double down and do even worse? Like, what makes you guys think that they're not going to double down and implement more scummy things into the game, right? So what am I talking about? If we come over here, okay? So for the next character, Hyacinth, in version 3.3, okay? Now, these are leaks. This isn't confirmed. This isn't in game yet, and they have the chance to fix this, but I don't care anymore because I don't even play the game. I uninstalled it. But, shitting on HSR feels pretty good, saying it's content. But for Hyacinth, right? She is going to be a healer. I think she's going to be a remembrance character. So she is essentially a healing unit. Now, the main thing that most players were looking forward to when it comes to Hyacinth is the fact that she's going to be pretty good in teams like, she's going to be pretty good with characters like Castris, Maiden, etc. because of the HP burn. So you guys do know the more, when your HP decreases, Castris will be able to do more damage. And Hyacinth was going to be one of the best characters to pair up with Castris because she'll be able to drain HP. But there is a catch to it. So apparently, if you want to get that HP drain, if you want to get that HP burn from Hyacinth, you have to get her light cone. Yes, guys, as you guys can see over here, it says the speed of the wearer is increased by a percentage when the wearer releases a general attack, combat skill, finishing skill. It consumes a percentage of our health. Keyword our. It doesn't say her health or the user's health. It says our. So the whole team. So now the HSR devs, they're essentially taking things that are supposed to be in the character's base kit and they're pretty much implementing it in light cones now. So if you want to get this, trait, if you want to get this unique trait for Hyacinth, well, you got to summon for the light cone. We're not going to put in her base kit. We're going to put it in the light cone. And if you take a look at this light cone, right, and you take a look at Hyacinth, all she's doing is healing. That's pretty much all she's doing. This is what made this character unique. This is what most people were looking forward to, especially for the people who wanted Castris. The HP drain for Hyacinth would have been really good for Castris' team, but at the same time, they put it in a fucking light cone. So if you want to get that HP drain, well, you got to drop some money. And what makes it even worse, it says over here, when the wearer's memory releases the memory skill, the damage received by all enemies is increased by a percentage and lasts for a number of rounds. So not only are you getting an HP drain from this light cone, you are also going to increase the amount of damage enemies can take for a certain turn, for a certain amount of turns. Is this even a light cone? I thought light cones were all about increasing stats for the character you have. Like, for example, if I have a healer, I would get a light cone that's going to increase my healing, right? Or if I'm summoning for a DPS character, I would get a light cone that's going to increase my crit rate, crit damage, or attack. But now it seems like HSR, they're pretty much taking this new path where now we're going to implement these things that should be in the character's base kit, and we're going to take it and put it in these light cones. We're going to, implement enemy vulnerability in these light cones. We're going to implement HP drain in these light cones. It's like, guys, what the fuck are we doing, dude? What are we doing? What are we doing? Now, I'm not going to show her kit because, that's just a little bit too far. But this right here, now, sure, the devs can change this because this is like in V1, right? Version 1, whatever their beta test, I don't know, but she's still being tested right now. But the fact that the developers even thought of, like, the fact that they have the balls to do this, to lock a trait, to lock a skill that should be in the character's kit, base kit, and they took it and put it in the light cone. The fact that they're doing that, guys, bro, at this point, man, the game is cooked. The game is deep fried. It is seasoned. It's over, my nigga. I'm not even trying to say this to hate or anything, guys. It's facts, bro. This is what HSR is right now. This is what HSR is doing. If you want to summon for a character for a specific team comp, that's no longer gonna cut it. You got to get these damn light cones now. Before, it's like, all right, I will summon for a character and then I will get a 4-star weapon, a 4-star light cone, and just put it on the character. I'll get a free-to-play light cone and then we'll just call it a day. But it's like, now it's like, damn, bro, like, I get Hyacinth, but I'm missing out on the HP drain. So how the fuck is she gonna be useful in my caster's team? How the fuck is she gonna drain the HP from my allies so that casters can deal more damage? Like, are you guys serious right now, bro? And what makes it even worse is the fact that, sure, this is a remembrance light cone, but this light cone can be useful on any character, bro. It can be useful on remembrance MC. It can be useful on any unit, bro. Any unit. Because it says right here, when the wearer releases a general attack, combat skill, and finishing skill. This can be useful on any remembrance character. As long as you have this, your team will have HP burn. Their HP will decrease, and you will inflict vulnerability on the enemy. And what makes it even worse is, I think for this character you need at least like 200 speed in order for you to increase the amount of heals she can provide to your team. So the fact that you guys can see, it says the speed of the wearer is increased by a percentage. How much you guys want to bet? It's going to be a huge chunk. It's going to be a huge speed chunk, bro. And you have no choice but to get this light cone. You got no choice but to get the light cone because you want to meet that speed requirement. If you go, I think, at least above 200, she can provide more heals. It's like, you guys see what I'm talking about. It's like, instead of them just increasing her healing efficiency through this light cone, they're like, all right, guys, in her base kit, if you go above 200 speed, you can increase her heals. All right, she'll be able to heal a lot more. We're not gonna put in her light cone, hey, if you want to increase his character's heals, you're gonna receive, you know, let's say a 20% healing increase, something like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna put that in her kit. Instead, we're gonna put speed increase in her kit so that you can meet that requirement. Because let's be honest, guys, 200 is really, really high. It's really, really high, bro. I think the base speed is like 100, 125. I don't know. I think it's around 100. I have no idea. But it's 200. You need 200, bro. In order for you need to be at least above 200 so that you'll be able to provide more heals. And the fact that they just put speed in this light cone and then everything else is just, oh, HP drain and enemy vulnerability. Holy shit, dude. The game is cooked. This isn't even a light cone, bro. This is like something you will see in like a constellation, like let's say E1 for like Eidolons. This is like an Eidolon trait, like an Eidolon effect. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, they're really power creeping these light cones now, man. Like, first is global passives, then we got HP inflation, and then now they're power creeping light cones, bro. Oh gosh. Oh, this shit is crazy, man. Honestly, look, I don't even care anymore because, once again, I don't even play the game. But seeing how the devs are still creating new ways to suck you guys dry is just embarrassing. It really is embarrassing, man. Like, I just made a video talking about Nintendo, how Nintendo, they're increasing the prices for their games, and I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck is going on with these companies, man? What is going on with gaming in general? Video games cost $90 now, right? Video games cost $90, $80. You look at Hoyoverse, they out here power creeping weapons, HP inflation, global passes. Like, man, we gotta reset, man. We need to do a factory reset, bro. We need to do a factory reset immediately. Because the future of gaming is not looking good. This shit is insane, bro. This is ridiculous. Power creeping light cones? Ridiculous. And once again, they can change this whenever they want, but we had the same hope for global passives and they didn't change it. So I don't even care. Like, if they don't change it, cool. If they do change it, whatever. I don't care. They can do whatever the fuck they want. The game is done, bro. The game is dead, man. It's like, guys, if you still enjoy HSR, cool. This is not for the people who enjoy the game. This is mostly for the people who are still hesitant if they want to continue playing the game or if they want to uninstall. If you're still hesitant, if you're still trying to make the decision, now is the fucking time, bro. Like, guys, it's gonna get worse from here, man. It's gonna get worse. Like, now they're literally locking things that should be in the character's base kit. They're putting that shit in a light cone, bro. Like, come on, dude. This is insane. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Adios. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below.